Callum Ramsey just puts a bigger and bigger lead. Jason Davis is second in the series, but a long way behind, effectively second in the series anyway. McGuinness is officially still second in the series, but he'll take no further part in this series this year. Demon Vimto have permanently replaced him. Seems a little bit harsh, but of course that's racing. 10 is Roland Sands. Well, what an inaugural race for him. What a way to start his debut with the Demon Vimto team. He looked pretty good in practice. 6th place for him in practice at this difficult 1.3 mile track here at Knock Hill, but he said he wasn't too happy with his qualifying position. He thought he could do better. 2nd place in the race isn't bad, that's for sure, but they're ganging up behind him now. 3 men led by Pete Jennings on bike 36. Ramsey's lead is now up to 3.2 over Roland Sands in 2nd place. Then it's Jennings, then it's Thompson, then it's Haslam. Haslam we're looking at in the back of this bunch. Bike 7, there he is, just sitting up a little bit in the middle of McIntyre's. Ramsey says, oh, and down he goes. Well, he sat up in the middle of McIntyre's and he jumped off on the way out of it. So down goes Gary Haslam, spattered in mud, unceremoniously dumped. That is the end of Gary Haslam's go. So the D&B Mandine Honda is going to stay in the mire and Haslam will be in the doghouse. The battle for 2nd place then is right for Pete Jennings, goes to the inside dive. Pete Jennings goes up the inside of Roland Sands, so number 10 goes back in place. Pete Jennings gets it in front. He's got a lot of work to do from there though. The pole sitter is back in 4th place at the moment. Oh, Sands comes back at Jennings down into the hairpin. No, he doesn't. Pete Jennings has got it covered on the Redwood Racing bike. Through the hairpin then and onto the front straight they go. Really, Jason Davis in 7th place, 15.3 seconds behind Callum Ramsey, the race leader and the series leader. So the fireman has got a lot of work to do. He's going to catch this man Ramsey up front. Callum Ramsey starts lap 22 of the 26 and his lead is 2.34 seconds over Dewsbury's Pete Jennings in 2nd place. Roland Sands is a little way back, but if he manages a podium position in his first ever race at Knock Hill and his first ever ride for Paul Bird, that will be an amazing achievement. Stephen Thompson, the pole man, is still in 4th place. Shane Norval is still in 5th place, but a long way further back behind him is Jason Davis, the man that should be challenging for the championship here. Of course, Callum Ramsey is extending his lead, not just on the racetrack, but also in the series. 25 points will be his reward for this particular performance. He'd surely like to go away with a lap record if he manages that as well. It's been held here by Scott. Oh, we've got a big one down on the ground. Stephen Thompson, the pole sitter. The pole sitter is down and the marshal's got to pull the clutch in if he's going to get that bike to work. Well done, sir. At least you know how to operate a motorcycle. Pete Jennings. Pete Jennings is closing on Callum Ramsey. Callum Ramsey cannot take a nap, that's for sure. Callum Ramsey has got to get past this back marker as fast as he can. The back marker knows he's there, but Jennings knows that he's got a clear road in front, and Jennings is going to get that back marker on the front straight, so he won't be held up. Jennings is closing. Jennings is closing right in on the Redwood Racing bike. One more back marker coming up. That's Phil Stead from Northallerton. Through the right-hander at Clark. Onto Railway. Jennings has got a last bend manoeuvre. Jennings might go for a break up at the hairpin. Callum Ramsey's going to cover it. Jennings is going to be second. He cannot close in from that distance. Callum Ramsey has just got to turn the power on neatly, not get it sideways, drive his Yamaha up the hill, and he will beat, only just though, Pete Jennings from Dewsbury on the Redwood Racing Honda. Ramsey wins, but Jennings really must have thought, one more lap, please give me one more lap, and I could even win this. What a great finish to the 250s.
Callum Ramsey has one hand on the championship trophy after extending what was already a massive lead in the series, and to mark the occasion, for the burnout of course. A perfectly judged win for Callum Ramsey on home soil in front of Pete Jennings. And in 3rd place, a great debut for Roland Sands. Shane Norval 4th, Jason Davis, Hilton Hinks, Darren Barton and Lee Jackson round out the top 8. And Claire caught up with the man and his mentor.
He did have a good lead, but he nearly caught you on the last lap, didn't he?
Yeah, we caught some back markers and I just didn't want to do anything stupid, and we got it. I was so happy. I mean, mechanics worked hard this weekend. My Mackenzie's Yamaha and Caldon Holmes, everyone's here, all my sponsors, so brilliant.
Of course, Mackenzie Yamaha, to the delight of the Scottish crowd here. Some advice from one of the experts out there for your boy.
Yeah, well, I'm off to the Callum Ramsey School of Starting next week, see if I can sort me out a bit. But yeah, we had a few problems in practice, and from second into first corner from the third row was unbelievable, and that's what won the race. I kept catching him, making silly mistakes going out of the hairpin, it was wheeling, and I'm thinking, what am I doing, you know? And then the back markers helped me quite a lot. Not quite enough, I'm afraid, but still a good race. Fourth time on a 250 in second place, so I'm getting towards the podium, the top of the podium now, so it's good.
Congratulations, that was a good debut for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, not too bad. My goal this weekend was to come up here and finish on the podium, you know, and that's what we did. The Demon Bitmo Honda worked excellent this weekend.
He's so new, he's got to sort out his sponsors' names just yet. Look at that, the lead that Ramsey has over Jason Davis, who is the only challenger. Remember, McGuinness is out all year. Lee Jackson 4th, Tom Tunstall 5th, Gary Haslam 6th, Chris Bishop 7th, and Darren Barton 8th. He didn't have a ride this year until Mr. Mackenzie bought him a bike. Callum Ramsey looks every inch a champion and relieved to win in front of his home fans. No Grand Prix this week means Leon Haslam hits the British 125 grid, and that's next. Yes, eventually the sun did come out in Scotland, just in time for the 125s. Knockhill had a great atmosphere, and with so many Scottish riders capable of winning, the fans turned out in force to support them. Turning out to support their sons were Rocket Ron Haslam with Grand Prix Leon, Jim DeSalvo keeping young Jason on track, and not one to be left out, Paul Bird decides some fatherly advice might help his young charge, Stuart Easton. Claire found out if Birdie's advice was working.
Well, Stuart, you haven't had the strongest season so far. You had a couple of fourths, but it's been getting better for you progressively, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I crashed at the very first round at Brands Hatch, and had a couple of fourth places at Thruxton and Snetterton, so it's coming together now, really.
Of course, another strong Scottish contingent here this weekend. You're actually from the same place as Hizzy, aren't you?
That's right, the little town of Hawick. So yeah, it's quite good because Steve gives me quite a bit of help, and yeah, it's good.
And how do you feel around this circuit here at Knockhill?
I've not done that many laps, to be honest here. It's not a bad little track though, easy to learn, so yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'm lying third so far, just had a qualifying session there, and good.
Well, we've had a prediction from Mr. Mackenzie that it's going to be Scots on the podium all the way this weekend. You're hoping for that, obviously.
Yeah, I definitely hope so. I'd like to be on the podium for the first time, and hope the other Scots can do it as well.
In the next session, Stuart was bumped one place, but he starts from the front row, along with Leon Haslam, third place man in the series Paul Robinson, and Pete Jennings. Row 2 is Alan Green, Sam Owens, Lee Jackson and Jason DeSalvo. Row 3, Michael Laverty, Kenny Tibble, the series leader, right down there in 10th place, John Pearson, Leon Camia, and on row 4, Mark Davies, Kenny Robinson, Stuart Pearson and Matthew Ford Dunn. And as if row 3 wasn't bad enough for series leader Kenny Tibble, he had an uphill struggle to even make the start. After a lot of sweat and help from his dad, Kenny eventually made the grid. It was going to be a tough day.
On pole then is the works idle jetman Leon Haslam riding his dad's Honda, and they're under orders now. The red light comes on and it goes green straight away. Haslam, Paul Robinson, who's third in the series, Pete Jennings from Evesham and Stuart Easton are the front row, but Leon Haslam, the Grand Prix man, is back with a bang at Knockhill. Just look at that start. Well, that's the biggest lead we've seen at turn 2 all day. Kenny Tibble, we're looking for him. He was down in 8th place last time round. He's up to 6th now, so Kenny Tibble is in 6th to confirm that. It's Haslam that leads from Robinson from Green. Laverty drops to 4th. Sam Owens is 5th. Kenny Tibble is 6th. There is Kenny Tibble. He has a massive lead in this championship. Tibble blasts down towards the hairpin, but he's under pressure from Laverty. Sam Owens is to his left, Laverty's to his right, and Tibble. Well, the whole station, you wouldn't believe it with the amount of effort that went into that particular turn. Well, really, Haslam proving that he can do it absolutely. Oh dear me, we've got an almighty fracas. Oh, it's Tybalt.